Shannon Sharpe has just made the worst mistake of his career.
Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup.
Now, have you ever heard the term, don't negotiate with terrorists? Once you give a terrorist what they want, do you believe that they're actually going to stop trying to terrorize you? No, they're a terrorist. That's what they do. Let's just dive into this whole case, all right? Now, I want you to put yourself in the perspective of one of these young OnlyFans chicks, all right? Because these are the kind of girls that usually pull off these scams, all right? They're young, impressionable, money-hungry scam artists that are used to exploiting men and getting money out of them and getting resources, cars, homes, bills paid, okay? That's what these girls are all about. They don't care about you. They don't love you. They don't want to build a relationship. They don't want to build a family. All right. It's all about the con. All right. Now, if you're looking at Shannon Sharpe and you're thinking, it's kind of like robbing a bank, right? Before you rob a bank, I mean, I assume you guys watching are not bank robbers, but, if you look into the psychology of robbing a bank, right? If you ever watch these thrillers, what's one of the first things they do? They look at banks that have been successfully robbed before, okay? So if we go here to Shannon's Wikipedia page, all right, we're just going to type in a search term, right? You can probably imagine what I'm about to type in, okay? And it's just one word that these girls look for, okay? It starts with the letter M. Can you guess what it is? That's right. Million. Okay? Type in the word million, go to the wiki page, and let's just start looking for anything that has to do with the word million, because that's what these girls want. They want millions of dollars, okay? It says here in May of 2023, Sharpe's home in Los Angeles was burglarized, and he had over $1 million worth of stuff stolen from him. But Sharpe announced a $50,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction. All right, so here you already have $1 million stolen from you. Now you're offering another $50,000, all right, to some random person that's probably, they'd have to be involved in the crime, right? Because how else would they know what's going on? Like they just happen to see, oh, that looks like Shannon Sharpe's watch over there. No, all right. So, these girls, this is what they do. They prey on these elderly, successful men. All right, let's be honest here. Shannon is an older guy, all right? He's not young and fit. And, I believe he has some kind of issues. We've seen the videos with him. I believe he's walking, whether it's a limp or there's something wrong with the way that he walks, all right? So, he's just looking like an easy picking to these girls, all right? Now, let's look at the girl herself, all right? I knew she was a clout chaser because looking at this pic here, all right, just look at this pic, all right? Yo, you know where she got the idea from this picture from? From Angelica, from Academic Sex Girlfriend Angelica. Look, watch, look, see that right there? Yo, Angelica did it first. She did it. This was back in 2022, March, all right? So, you have the goats like Angelica that are out here getting this bread off of OnlyFans. All right, they're just taking the money out of these simps' pockets. All right, and then you have someone like Gabrielle that comes along, predator. All right, she's looking for an easy come up. She's looking for an easy payday. All right, and look, guys, let's be honest. Let's look at her profile. All right, if you can show me one book, all right, you can show me. Anything that has anything to do with substance, all right, or value other than just aesthetics and looks, all right. She's showing off her food, all right, and her exotic. I don't know what this is. Is she on vacation somewhere? All right, probably some guy paid her. Canaan, Mexico. There you go. She's in Mexico. Okay. travels to Mexico alone, by herself, no family members, just herself. I wonder what she's doing in Mexico. All right. Yeah, she's driving that boat. All right. Notice no pictures of anyone, no pictures of friends, no pictures of anybody else, just her in Mexico. All right. I wonder what she's doing in Mexico. Is she offering any services? I mean, what does she do? Can anyone tell me what she does? All right. And these girls who do this kind of stuff, they always have some lady boss nonsense. Look, it says right here, lady boss. What the hell is a lady boss? And she's followed by academics. Oh, heck. Oh, my God. You better stay away, champ. You better be careful. All right. Now, she's posted up. She's got bikini pics. You know, she's got all these goofy pictures. All right. Nothing of substance. Nothing of value. Okay. This should have been a red flag. All right. But, you know, when you're Shannon Sharpe, you have a lot of money. You have a lot of accolades. All right. And quite honestly, you know, if we go to Shannon's page, and, you know, we're going to read the comments first because I think this is why Shannon folded. If you're anyone of value, you can't really pay too close attention to the comments, all right? Because this is where all the unemployed people and the depressed people are, okay? This is where they're in the comments, okay? So if you go listen to anything they tell you, all right, you might be susceptible, all right, to doing silly things, all right? Cat Williams tried to tell him about those dating preferences. He laughed it off, all right? You guys are so, like, guys, y'all are so... Do you have nothing else to do? You're that jealous of Shannon? Like, that's what I'm telling you. These people are unemployed. Bro, who would take their time? What man would take time out of their day to post a comment like this under no financial benefit, no financial gain? I mean, guys, you know, you're supposed to be out here hustling, trying to make money, trying to be successful. I mean, y'all all up in Shannon's business, all right? I'm in Shannon's business, but I'm doing it for financial gain, all right? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm posting this on my YouTube channel, all right? Here's the other guy, Ricardo. What's funny is your preferences don't like you, yet you keep going after them. Get a clue. All right, 29 likes. Unbelievable. The previous guy got 450 likes, by the way. All right, Black Depression Forum. I told you, these people are depressed. You came so far and let low self-esteem and insecurity get the best of you. I know all your shows and sponsorships will be canceled. But make sure you have good financial advisors for your retirement. All right, 76 likes. My God, these people are miserable. And I'm telling you, Shannon, he don't know any better. He's an older guy. He's probably got an iPhone, all right? He's sitting there, you know, on the iPhone. Oh, my God, my sponsors are going to go away. I'm going to get canceled. All right, let's be honest here. Do you think Shannon Sharpe, all right, knows how to use Final Cut Pro? Do you think Shannon Sharpe knows how to operate OBS Studio? Do you think Shannon Sharpe knows how to transfer camera footage from a Canon 5D Mark II and edit it and do color grading? No, he has a team of people, all right? So the team of people are probably putting pressure on him like, yo, Shannon, you know, if this girl, you know, you saw what happened to Diddy, all right? If this thing goes on, you know, we could lose everything. We could lose all our contracts. We could lose all our deals. All right. If you look at Shannon's story, what's he talking about? House of Laportier. All right. That's his cognac. All right. House of Laportier again. House of Laportier. All right. He's focused on his business. Look at the person recording. Look at the setup. All right. He's got a team. Look at the lighting. He has the proper lighting on himself. All right. All right, he's thinking about his finances, all right? But here's the problem, all right? If you remember the Diddy case with Cassie, what was Diddy's biggest mistake with Cassie? Settling with Cassie for that money. If Diddy had never given Cassie a dime, I promise you, all that money that he gave to Cassie could have been used for his defense, all right? Because even Cassie, to this day, all right, could potentially be sued by the gentlemen that were involved in the quote-unquote freak-offs. All right, so you cannot negotiate with these terrorists. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say it right now, all right? I can promise you, what's today's date? Friday, July 25th, all right? I can promise you in the next 4 weeks, All right, remember, this is Tony Buzbee we're talking about. All right, Jay-Z and all these other people that he's been suing. I can promise you in the next 4 weeks, there's going to be at least 2 more women that are going to come forward and make up some nonsense about Shannon Sharpe. I promise you. All right. And when it happens, I'm going to clip this video and I'm going to play it back and I'm going to say, listen, guys, I told you. What did I tell you? You can't negotiate with terrorists because this is how they operate. All right. If you're an ex-girlfriend, if you're a scorned woman, a scorned lover of Shannon Sharpe that used to be with Shannon, you're looking at him settling. The girl initially wanted $50 million, right? So you're looking at him giving the girl $1 million, whatever they settled for. All right. Even if it's $1 million, that's a payday, right? Look, these girls, they'd be happy with 10 bands. All right. So if they get anything close to $1 million, even after taxes, all right, that's phenomenal. That's a great come up for them. All right. Because they don't care about you guys. And gentlemen, this is why you got to be careful. If you're going to involve yourself with women that know that you have a high net worth, you drive nice cars, you have nice homes, you're popular, your face is everywhere, you're on YouTube, you're on all these networks, do what Academics does. All right, DJ Academics is smart. All right, this is Claudia Millions. You know what Claudia Millions is? She was on Celebrity Chef Canada. All right, she's from Canada. All right, she is the chief of staff, quote unquote, of the Academy. Okay, so that's like a glorified assistant job. All right, and Claudia, first of all, we love Claudia. All right, we respect Claudia. All right, we just want to make that abundantly clear. All right, Claudia was married to a Jamaican guy. All right, so a black guy. All right, look, if you're a white woman that messes with black people, black dudes, all right, you are a friend of the show over here. All right, we mess with you. All right, so I have complete and utter respect for Claudia. Yep. So Claudia, if you see this, I would just want to be clear. I am not picking on you. I'm just using you as an example. All right, because quite honestly, I think everybody knows, that when you're a CEO, put yourself in Claudia's shoes. All right. You have a guy that's paying your bills, right? Accommodating you financially. All right. But he's doing it in a way that is honorable. You're coming to work every day. All right. You're scheduling interviews with artists. All right. You're gift wrapping the Academy. I've never seen anyone with an Academy sweatshirt. All right. But, if you ever ordered an Academy sweatshirt, guess who is lovingly tucking and folding the sweatshirt and putting it in the box and putting on the nice little label and shipping it out to you? Guess what? It's Miss Claudia Millions. Okay. So, if you're going to hook up with a girl in this industry, in this space, she might as well be working for you because quite honestly, women are naturally selfish, right? And that's not to say anything negative about women, but that's just a natural fact. So in the act of her just working for you, she's already convinced herself that this is benefiting her. All right. So, as opposed to a girl like these little jump offs that just don't care about you whatsoever and just want to take money out of your pockets. All right. Claudia, if you ask me, Claudia probably really thinks Ack is her man. Okay. You want someone delusional and crazy about you, gentlemen. All right. So when you find like Selena Powell, I mean, Academics denies to this day that Selena Powell is not his girl, but we all know Selena Powell is his girl. All right. And, I believe Claudia's, what I'm saying. Now, mind you, Claudia and Cheyenne, who is Academics' quote unquote ex-girlfriend that robbed him for the millions of dollars. All right. They do not get along. All right. And Cheyenne accused Claudia of being in a relationship with Ack. All right. Now, man, I mean, look, bro. First of all, see, Ack is smart. He messed up a little bit with Cheyenne and Claudia had to file a restraining order against the girl. All right. But he said, you know what, baby, I'm going to fly you out to Turks and Caicos. Are we going on a trip? Because girls love nothing more than stunting on other girls. All right. Oh, look at this. You see this? Look, that's Ack in the back. All right. Yeah. They riding the 4-wheeler. All right. She's stunting on Cheyenne. She says, Cheyenne, look, I took your man and we went on vacation. How about that? All right. Oh, she's deleting stories already. Okay. But, point is, all right, Shannon, this is what you should have had. You should have had some white woman that loves black guys, all right? Um, Made her your assistant, have her work for you. And, shout out to Claudia, by the way. She has a new business. I think it's called like Sunday Salt or something like that. She has a bath salt company. So please go support Claudia. Here it is, actually. It's Sunday Salt USA. Okay, go support our vanilla queen, our vanilla black queen over here, all right? And go buy some of her products, all right? Now, getting back to Shannon. Shannon, my guy, bro, if you're watching, Shannon, you messed up, all right? You shouldn't have given her anything. You shouldn't have given her $1, brother, all right? Because once you give these type of women money, they're going to keep preying on you, and they're going to have people coming in to prey on you and harass you for money, all right? So I think we pretty much, covered this topic, right? I mean, was there anything else really we could say? I don't think so. I think the moral of the story is, guys, if you got money, you got bread, you have success, you have a team, fight for your team, but you got to fight to the end. You can't just throw in the towel, all right, because you're under pressure from your team and you're under pressure from business deals. I mean, if someone tells you, hey, look, Shannon, you know what? Well, we're thinking to give you this contract, but this thing in the news is happening. We don't know if we can solidify this contract. Guess what? They didn't plan on solidifying that contract anyway. So, your best bet is to hang in there, work with, advertisers and people that really mess with you, advertisers that really care about your business. All right. And Shannon, he probably makes his money from YouTube videos, right? So Google AdWords, ad sets, things like that. So he may not necessarily understand that there's other revenue streams out there that are just as lucrative. So, whether it's a Patreon, whether it's, direct donations from viewers. All right. Now, I'm going to end this video by telling you guys about my new website. It's called Plus Sauce. It's a social network. Have you guys ever used Spotify? You guys ever used Netflix, right? And, wouldn't it be cool if you could just make your own playlist, right? And you can organize your playlist so you didn't have to pay, $12, $25 a month. I mean, honestly, these companies are robbing you, all right? And I created something that's really cool. And it allows you to make your own playlist and allows you to make playlists from different networks. So you can add videos from YouTube, you can add videos from Spotify, you can add videos from Twitch, from Rumble. You can sort them and organize them however you like in your playlist. All right. And it's all on the link, plussauce.com. Sign up with the code I made, King Goat News. All right. I couldn't look, I had to stop. I promised myself, I said, you know what? I'm not going to make any more YouTube videos until I complete the site. I slipped. I made one video about Big U, but I said I have to not make any more YouTube videos until I get this project completed. So which has been completed. It's done now. All right. And if you guys have been here before and you heard about me talking about the project, well, it's complete now. So I'd like you to join. And we have many different categories of videos that you can watch, right? So it's basically a replacement for Spotify, a replacement for Netflix, and it's 100% free, all right? And actually the cool thing is if you're an artist, let's say you're a music artist and you want to sell an album, right? We have password protected playlists, all right? So if you go on your playlist, you go in the playlist settings, you can change it from a public playlist to a password protected playlist, all right? And then when you do that, you can create a password. Here is my password. And then you can either have people purchase access to your playlist. All right. They can do it however you like. But the key thing is that we keep 0% of the revenue because we want to help artists. We want to help upcoming artists. And we want to have a way to provide you to make income for yourselves and stop giving your percentage of your album sales away to Spotify and these other companies. All right. Now, like I said, it's completely free. All right. You can make your playlist. And the nice thing is you can share your playlist. We have a feature here, copy playlist URL. All right. And then what happens is when you paste your URL here, all right, you can share with other people. And it'll make it very nice and professional. It'll put all the thumbnails, and people can watch your content. All right. And it can organize it. It looks very, very nice, very professional, very clean. All right. So, yeah, use the code King Goat News. The website is called plasass.com, plass.com. Go sign up. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Goat News, man. Shannon Sharpe, brother. Man, I don't know what y'all think about Shannon, but let me know in the comments. But yeah, I hope Shannon gets it together, bro, because this is not looking good. Y'all can't keep letting these little thotties extort y'all. Yeah, it's not a good look. All right. It's your boy Goat News. I'm out. Take care, y'all. Peace.